Pokemon games make catching Pokemon so easy. Honestly, the experience looks more like the Safari Zone, just a rage-inducing process where you just want to murder the one in front of you. Never once will you catch me throw Pokeballs peacefully in Pokemon Go, but it is the core mechanic of Pokemon. It is how you get these silly little creatures to join your family, all thanks to these balls. Pokeballs.
Balls.
It's the icon of the franchise, and there's a bunch of different types of Pokeballs, all in different colors. And while each has a very unique design, they all serve different uses. But which one is the best? What would be the best type of Pokeball to carry with you at all times? Let's check it out. I will be judging them based on their availability, practicality, and how many Pokemon it makes easier to catch. Let's go. The Dream Ball. I love the design of this Pokeball. It's so pretty and I love it. Unfortunately, its use is very limited, but if all the stars align, it can come in handy. This Pokeball has a catch rate of 4 if the wild Pokemon is asleep. If not, then it's just that of a regular Pokeball. Meaning that to get a better chance of catching the Pokemon, you need a Pokemon that knows a move that can make your foe fall asleep. And while it's a good setup, depending your team, you probably won't have a Pokemon with a move like that. Plus, you already kind of get better chances of catching a wild Pokemon when they have any status condition. It doesn't help that these Pokeballs are stupid rare, but the design is kind of worth it. Honestly, when I come by them, I use them like regular Pokeballs. It is the perfect way to show my opponents that this diva can bite, kick, and win. The Fastball, not to be confused with the Quick Ball. The Fastball focuses on wild Pokemon compared to the Quick Ball, as it has a catch rate of 4 on Pokemon with more than 100 speed. A little rare to come by in some regions, but this is a good Pokeball. It might not come in handy at the beginning of your journey, since not a lot of Pokemon reach 100 points in any stat really, but as you progress through your trip, the Pokemon becomes stronger and you find more Pokemon with high enough speed stats. Still, even with a higher level Pokemon, you may still not know if they are fast enough for it to effectively work, so you might have to Google the wild Pokemon stats. But one Google search away, and with the right Pokemon, this Pokeball will do wonders. The Heavy Ball. As the name implies, this one's for the big girls in the corral. I'd explain the mathematical formula to explain how its catch rate works with the Pokemon's weight, but for the sake of keeping things simplistic, just know the heavier the Pokemon, the higher the chance it has of working. And if you try using it on anything lighter than a glass of air, good luck. But yeah, and usually, you can tell the Pokemon it works on. I mean, if you see a giant snake made out of rocks and iron, a Pokemon made out of boulders, or a literal asteroid, there's a high chance the Heavy Ball will work wonders on them. Again, if you want something guaranteed, you have to do your Google search. But this one is easier to kind of guess than with a Fastball. So good luck finding those big girls out there. The Lure Ball. One of the many water-centric Pokeballs out there, this one does wonders if you're looking for Pokemon while fishing, as it has a catch rate of 4 with any Pokemon you find with a fishing rod. Still a bit niche to find, but for this one, you don't have to do a Google search to see what works on or not. Just throw the fishing rod and boom. Its biggest drawback is that there's not a lot of Pokemon you can catch with a fishing rod, and if you want better and more Pokemon, you need to find the better rods, but it's a great Pokeball nonetheless. The Dive Balls. Another Pokeball whose design I adore. I actually painted it in a ceramic date with my friends. Well, attempted. But really pretty Pokeballs. Its usage changed quite a bit at the beginning, but it cemented itself as a Pokeball that has a catch rate of 3.5 on water-dwelling Pokemon. In a nutshell, surfing or fishing. So it's kind of like a better version of the Lure Ball. The ocean is full of so many Pokemon, most of them water type. Especially for those regions with loads of water, make sure to stock up on these Pokeballs to find your watery friends and show everyone what good Pokeball taste they have.
This is your reminder to consider subscribing as it really helps the channel. Please leave a like and comment down below. Thank you.
The Dusk Ball. The perfect Pokeball to catch Pokemon in caves or at night, as it has a catch rate of 3 in these conditions. It makes it perfect for those who play when the moon is out, or if you want to catch your 30th Zubat. Sucks if you're a Kanto fan though, but since most games have a day and night cycle, it's not really that much of an issue. It will probably only be an issue to those who are in the clock and have daytime activities and go to bed early. But for those who don't, hey, how's your mental health going? The Luxury Ball. This Pokeball has the same catch rate as a regular Pokeball. Catching wise, it does not a single special thing whatsoever. It's also kind of ugly, but it makes friendship evolutions tolerable, which is like heaven. It can take a Pokemon that takes centuries to evolve 2 minutes, and oh my god, especially in the older games, this is a blessing. It's still ugly, don't get me wrong, but being a Pokemon that does magic after catching the Pokemon should give this Pokeball its own Nobel Prize. Good luck affording it though. The Timer Ball. This one's for the stubborn and petty, so you can sit for more than 10 turns to get a catch rate of 4 to catch a Pokemon. My, Petty Betty. Unless you're using it for a legendary Pokemon, you're one dedicated cookie, aren't you? I ain't judging, I'm just impatient. But kudos to you. It's a shame the catch rate doesn't escalate past the 10 turns, but imagine someone waiting like 50 turns to get the max catch rate. There's some dedicated people out there who would. And you know what? Do it for them, Pokemon Company. Make us wait 50 turns for the max catch rate. Netballs. Its biggest asset, it's the simplicity they have. 3.5 catch rate on water and bug type Pokemon. That's a lot of Pokemon. And that's it. No need to get your scientific calculator, use the quadratic formula, pass routine legislations, or weight shame a Pokemon. Just a nice simple explanation. But also relatively easy to come by, and especially for earlier in the game when you're looking for bug type Pokemon, this Pokemon will do wonders. Sometimes you don't need a complicated lifesaver. Sometimes you just need the simple, good, all reliable. The Master Ball. No, the Master Ball is not a part of this. It's obviously the best Pokeball, despite how rare it is. No, the best, in my opinion, is the Quick Ball. A catch rate of 5 on the very first turn. It's either you get it or not. And with a high catch rate, it can make catching Pokemon easily and quickly. This is the one Pokeball I bring to catch legendaries. It's a miracle worker. Works on every Pokemon, any environment, anytime. Just exclusively on the first turn. And yeah, it's a gamble, but the fact that it has the highest catch rate of them all works on every Pokemon puts it for me at the top of the list as the best Pokeball. Obviously, everyone has their own strategies and has a different best Pokeball for them, so let me know what's your favorite Pokeball. Comment down below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe and all that, but I gotta get back to this.